The Virgin Australia Group initially began as a low-cost budget airline, trading as Virgin Blue, but repositioned itself in 2012 as Virgin Australia, a full-service airline targeted to directly compete with its main rival, Qantas Airways, for corporate, business and higher socio-economic consumers. The Virgin Australia Group consists of three key subsidiary airlines, including Virgin Australia Domestic, Virgin Australia International and Tiger Air Australia. Currently, the Virgin Australia Group is experiencing a growth in consumer numbers. This growth is reflected within the financial performance of the Virgin Australia Domestic Service, which in 2018 recorded an underlying profit before tax of $246.1 million. These results are not consistent across the groups in airlines. Virgin Australia International and Tiger Air, for example, both are significant loss makers for this company. Virgin Australia is currently behind its main rival Qantas in the domestic airline duopoly, who in 2018 recorded an underlying profit before tax of $1.6 billion. Of particular concern is the success of the low-cost carrier Jetstar, who continue to record strong underlying profit. A SWOT analysis of the Virgin Australia Group reveals that the company is significantly underperforming in the low-cost carrier market under its Tiger Air brand. Tiger Air is a major weakness for the Virgin Australia Group, recording losses of $36.2 million, an increase of almost 50% on the 2017 year. While such losses are blamed on rising fuel prices, the ability for Jetstar to post profits of $461 million during the same period suggests that there is an opportunity being missed by Virgin Australia in capitalising on the low-cost market. These figures also show that there is an inelasticity of demand in the marketplace for both full-service and low-cost airfares. Virgin must correct this by undertaking a new penetrative marketing strategy. The current economic predicament of the Tiger Air brand is not sustainable. Jetstar's current domination of the market and offer to price beat its competitors makes competing with it for the lowest possible airfare difficult and costly. If Virgin are to maintain a long-term presence in the low-cost market, they must establish a new and unique growth strategy. That strategy is to implement the Economy V, a new airline ticketing product for Virgin Australia domestic full-service flights. This product is targeted at the segment of consumers who are budget conscious but also value-driven. This consumer is willing and able to pay slightly more for an airfare ticket to receive value for money for their service, legroom, Wi-Fi and in-flight entertainment offered on a Virgin Australia domestic flight. The positioning strategy is to connect consumers with the sensory stimulation of the experience of receiving full-service airline comfort for a reduced price. The objective of the Economy V brand is to establish a sense of quality to justify consumers taking a step up from the budget carrier market or a step down from a full-service ticket to a more affordable but comfortable alternative. Economy V provides Virgin Australia with the competitive advantage of being the first Australian domestic airline to offer a product of this type. This advantage covers both cost and quality. The cost advantage is attractive to current Qantas customers who should switch to Virgin Australia to take advantage of the Economy V product on short-haul flights where full-service extras, such as meal and drink services, are often not required. The quality advantage is attractive to Jetstar customers who may be motivated by paying a little bit more to get off a budget airline carrier and to experience the service and comfort of a Virgin airline domestic flight. The name Economy V is chosen as the V is prominent throughout the Virgin brand and also stands for value. The naming style is also consistent with Virgin's current premium economy product, Economy X. Unlike existing economy ticket options on full-service airlines, which offer reduced ticket prices if consumers forego cancellation periods and reduce their baggage weight limit, the Economy V product allows a consumer to opt out of its in-flight services altogether. These services include checked-in baggage allowances, food and drink services, which would normally be included in the price of a full-service ticket. But for ease in assisting cabin crew, the Economy V product would be reserved to selected seats located at the back of the plane. Whilst this ticketing structure has previously been offered on budget airlines, Economy V will be the first product in the Australian domestic market to present itself on the full-service market. Accordingly, a differentiation strategy should be focused on the advantages passengers receive as part of the Virgin domestic flight experience. These advantages include comfortable seats, more legroom, in-flight Wi-Fi, in-flight entertainment, and exceptional customer service as part of the Virgin brand. In order for Economy V to meet its competitive advantage of cost and quality, a pricing strategy which provides value to the consumer must be adopted. This pricing strategy must set tickets for Economy V priced slightly cheaper than a full-service ticket on a Virgin Australia flight, while still remaining competitive with budget airlines. As Economy V is a new product, a penetrative price strategy is needed to ensure that the product can survive the growth cycle and meet its objectives to generate sales. Accordingly, a price must be initially set low to achieve this. Once consumers adopt the product and are aware of it, a profitability strategy can be adopted and prices can increase incrementally to generate profit, whilst at the same time not turning away demand. The Economy V distribution strategy must reach its core objective of growing its distribution network to ensure that the product reaches as many consumers as possible. As with any airline company in the digital age, the main distribution channel for the Virgin Australia Group is directly to the consumer through its internet booking website. However, indirect channels via retailers, such as Flight Centre, do also exist. A push policy should therefore be undertaken with these retailers to incentivise them to promote Economy V to its consumers. This could include sales rewards for the retailer. The distribution type should be intensive in order to immediately compete with Qantas and Jetstar. A suggested distribution tactic would be to rely upon the strength of Virgin Australia's group's corporate partnerships with sporting bodies, such as the AFL, and by incorporating Economy V tickets into lower priced flight and group booking packages. The marketing promotion must support the overall positioning strategy by enhancing an image of quality on the consumer so as to promote the value benefits of an Economy V flight. Accordingly, the communication strategy is to persuade consumers as to the value benefits of an Economy V flight so as to stimulate action by encouraging them to make the switch from Qantas or Jetstar. This can be achieved through direct marketing channels where advertisements would be designed to build awareness and interest in the product by conveying a message of comfort, service, and quality. In order for Economy V to have direct impact through promotion in the market, a sales promotion of a limited time price match guarantee should also be promoted so as to create a perception of further value and to draw consumers into purchasing their first Economy V ticket. This offer would see Virgin Australia agree to have its Economy V product match any comparable airline not within the Virgin Australia Group for a flight on the same route departing within 2 hours of a Virgin Australia departure. Over time, this sales promotion can be abandoned once consumers become familiar with the product and a profitability pricing strategy is commenced. Virgin Australia can review the performance of its Economy V product by undertaking the following evaluation strategy. Firstly, it can provide surveys for completion by customers during the flight to give feedback on the consumer perception of the comfort, quality and value of the service being provided and how it can improve. Secondly, it should review the macro performance of Economy V on a quarterly basis to determine whether the overall marketing mix has improved passenger numbers. Thirdly, Virgin Australia should review data it obtains from advertising channels, such as social media, on a weekly basis to identify whether its communication strategy is engaging the consumer effectively. Fourthly, it should constantly review and redefine the product so as to remain one step ahead of its competitors and to stay within the early majority of the growth life cycle for the product for as long as possible. In conclusion, Economy V is a product designed to fill the gap in the market for the consumer who appreciates comfort but is also value driven. The marketing strategy provided in this presentation provides the best way for Virgin Australia to strengthen its market position within the airline sector and to establish a rare competitive advantage over Qantas in the low-cost market. Thank you.